Hi guys, it's Cherry. Welcome to my channel and welcome to this beautiful town of Kugane. Have you ever talked to foreigners who asked you about Japan, but you struggle to explain it in English? That happens to me quite often. Today, let's practice how to talk about Japanese geography, history, arts, and culture in English. Are you ready? Let's get started! The national flag. The flag is called Hinomaru. The red circle in the center symbolizes the rising sun. Geography. 67% of the land is mountains and only 13% is plains. There are about 20 mountain ranges. There are about 200 volcanoes and 7 volcanic zones in Japan. Kyoto was the capital of Japan for more than 1,000 years until 1869. Nara was the capital of Japan before Kyoto. Nagasaki was the only port in the period of national isolation. The population of Japan is about 130 million, and over 10% of it lives in Tokyo. Annual events of Japan. Girls' Festival. Families with girls celebrate their daughters' growth by displaying dolls. Higan Week. There are Buddhist services during the week of the spring and autumn equinoxes. Cherry blossom viewing. When the cherry trees are in bloom, a national blooming forecast is televised daily. Children's Day. Families with boys put up carp streamers and display warrior dolls to pray for success in life. Star Festival. We write down our wishes on strips of fancy paper and put them on the bamboo trees. 2 stars in love, Aquila and Lyra, are believed to meet across the Milky Way on this day. Obon, the Festival of the Dead. Bon dance is for holding a memorial service for the spirits of our ancestors. Otsukimi, moon viewing. Under the harvest moon, we offer dumplings on a small table with the 7 autumn flowers to express our gratitude for the harvest. Momiji-gari. In the season of autumn leaves, many people travel around Japan to enjoy them. Shichi-go-san. It's a special day for 5-year-old sons and 3- and 7-year-old daughters. New Year's Eve. After the end of year general cleaning, the whole family eats buckwheat noodles. The bells are rung 108 times at the temples. This is said to be the number of our evil passions. The New Year. Japanese people exchange New Year's cards, itozoni, and pay their first visit of the year to a shrine or temple. Bean throwing ceremony. We scatter roasted soybeans to drive away devils and joy in happiness on the day before the first day of spring. Devils out, fortune in, are the words said in the ceremony. Festivals. Portable shrine. There's always a mikoshi in a Japanese festival. It's a palanquin of a god, and while we are carrying it, a spirit of the god is said to come down to it. Shrine. Shinto. Shintoism is Japan's oldest religion. There are more than 80,000 shrines all over Japan. Temple. Buddhism. Buddhism was introduced to Japan in 538 from India through China. Samurai. A samurai had to make an effort to build well up in both literary and military arts. The children of samurai had to go to the battlefield at the age of 16. Shi-No-Ko-Sho. In the Edo era, people lived in a social system of 4 classes: warriors, farmers, artisans, and tradesmen. Japanese sword. A samurai carried a long sword and a short one at his side. Japanese warlords. Here are 3 popular warlords in the Warring States period. Oda Nobunaga. He tried to unify Japan and destroyed the old system and established the foundation of the unification of Japan. But he was assassinated by one of his subordinates, Akechi Mitsuhide, at Honnoji Temple in Kyoto in a night raid. The Battle of Nagashino. He used 3,000 guns in this battle and defeated the strongest army of horsemen of those days. This was the first battle in Japanese history in which guns were used systematically. Toyotomi Hideyoshi. He was the son of a farmer. He started his service to Oda Nobunaga as a shoe caretaker and made a quick promotion to be a high-ranking samurai. He killed Akechi Mitsuhide and took revenge of his lord and unified Japan. Tokugawa Ieyasu. After the death of Hideyoshi, Ieyasu won the Battle of Sekigahara near Kyoto against the Toyotomis. He established the government in Edo, present-day Tokyo, in 1603. It lasted for 265 years until 1868 with 15 shoguns. Ninja. They worked for the lord who hired them. Their work is obtaining enemy information, spying, assassinations, and harassing from behind. Japanese house. Tatami mat. A tatami mat is made of a padding of plaited straw that is covered by a rush. Alcove. A hanging scroll, decorative objects, or flowers are displayed in an alcove. Don't go in the alcove. An important guest should be seated in front of the alcove. The least important guest should be seated near the door. Japanese bath. How to take a Japanese bath. Wash yourself on the draining floor before getting in the bathtub. Don't use shampoo or soap in the tub. The Japanese bathroom is usually separate from the toilet. Hot springs. There are more than 2,000 hot spring resorts all over Japan. All of them are very unique. Kimono. A kimono is made out of a roll of cloth. Long-sleeved kimono. A furisode is for unmarried young women. Tomesode. A tomesode is a married woman's formal kimono. Montsuki. A kimono with a family crest is a man's formal kimono. Yukata. The yukata is a single-layered cotton kimono for the summer. Kabuki. Kabuki is one of Japan's traditional stage arts, which has a tradition of over 400 years. No. No was established by Kan-ami and Zeami, a father and son at the beginning of the 14th century. No is the oldest of Japan's theatrical arts, and the story is chanted by a chorus called utai. Kyogen. Kyogen was also established at the beginning of the 14th century along with No. Kyogen is a traditional comedy and satire based on daily life. Kagura. Kagura is a performance of sacred Shinto music and dancing. Shishimai. The lion dance done door to door all over the country, prays for protection from evil and fire, and the health and longevity of the family. Having the head bitten is believed to bring health and longevity. Gagaku. Gagaku is court music and dancing, which has been performed since the Heian period. Bunraku. Bunraku is a traditional Japanese puppet theater and also called Ningyo Joruri. Joruri. Joruri is a type of dramatic recitation accompanied by a shamisen. Performance at Yose. Yose. Yose is a variety hall where popular entertainment is performed. Rakugo. Rakugo is comic storytelling, which has a tradition of more than 300 years since the Edo period. A storyteller in kimono sits down on a stage and narrates with joyful gestures using a fan and a Japanese towel as hand props. Manzai, comic dialogue. Boke, the fool, and tsukomi, the straight man, draw laughter from the audience by their comic dialogue. Ukiyo-e. Ukiyo-e was developed by Hishika Moronobu in the second half of the 17th century. Ukiyo-e has two variations, a handwritten painting and a colored woodblock print. Nishiki is a colored woodblock print, originated in about 1765 by Suzuki Harunobu. Tea ceremony. Tea ceremony has a tradition of 400 years. Tea ceremony was perfected by Senno Rikyu in the 16th century. Kinds of Japanese tea. Sencha. It's drunk most often. It's made from soft young leaves. Bancha. It's made from the large leaves left after the leaves from sencha are picked. Gyokuro. Freshly boiled water cooled to 40 to 50 degrees centigrade should be used. Hojicha. Hojicha is a tea baked toasting bancha. Genmaicha. Green tea mixed with roasted brown rice. Kado. It has a tradition from the 16th century Muromachi period. There are three major ikebana schools now: Ikenobo, Ohara, and Sogetsu. It is said that flower arrangement has its origin from the offering of flowers on graves. Flowers were later displayed in alcoves and called rikka. Bonsai. Bonsai is a horticultural art of miniature potted trees and plants, which have been grown for a long time to look as they appear in nature. Evergreen trees, such as pine or cedar are often used, but fruit trees like apples or plums and deciduous trees like maples are also preferred. Lacquerware. Lacquerware is a container coated with lacquer. Lacquer not only gives the materials a shine, but also protect them from moistures and corrosives. Calligraphy. A brush is not used so often daily, but many people are learning calligraphy as a hobby. How did it go? It's fun to learn about our own culture and be able to share it with people around the world in English. When you get a chance to talk with foreigners and they ask about Japan, try using the phrases we've practiced today. I hope this video gives you some ideas to learn English. If you enjoy watching and find this video helpful, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that like button. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.